Everyone is out here telling you to cut people off. Block them, ghost them, move on. I'm going to tell you why I think that might be the most cowardly thing you can do for your own evolution. Okay? Look, there are people in my life right now who have crossed my boundaries hard. And I'm keeping them around on purpose. Not because I'm a pushover, not because I don't know my worth, because they are the best training ground I've ever had. Stay with me. I've got this girl, I'm not going to say her name. Classic pattern. Every time we're apart, she says everything I need to hear. She'll come back around, say the right things, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe this time, you know? And then we get back together, and it's like the tape just rewinds. Same behavior, same friction, same thing I told her I didn't want. Back and forth until it ends. And then she reaches out again. And here's where most people fumble it. They either let her all the way back in or they block her. I did neither. And she reached out again. And I'm glad because now I get to actually lay down the standards I never laid down before. I get to show her, and more importantly, show myself that I've changed. Is it painful? Yeah, absolutely. Of course it is. I want her in my life. But that pain is the rep. That's the workout. Then there's this guy, friend from Discord. Okay, he starts. I met him on this video game that I used to play, and we started watching the show together as friends. And he starts getting on me for being inconsistent. And here's the thing: he's not wrong that inconsistency can be bad. But the problem is that he's holding me to a standard he won't hold himself to. So I called him out, and naturally he got mad. And you know what this guy does? He starts sending memes, trying to break the ice with memes. But there is no memeing your way out of this. I told him straight up, you don't need to break the ice. You need to apologize. Tell me what you're apologizing for, and then we can move on. There's no way around this, only through it. More memes, more deflection. And I'm sitting there thinking, oh, this is actually perfect. Like, this is me getting reps in right here, right now, getting reps in. Because the version of me a year ago lets this slide. But the version of me today holds the line. And that's evolution. And I can feel the difference. Here's what I believe, right? People aren't just people. They're teachers. They're lessons that keep showing up until you actually learn them. So when someone says, just cut them off and find someone better, I hear, just skip the lesson and find the same teacher in a different body. Because that's what happens. You cut everyone off, you find someone new, and 6 months later, you're back in the same dynamic. Different face, same lesson. And you wonder why nothing changes. It's not the people, it's the pattern. And the only way to break the pattern is to go through it, not around it, right? Now, I'm not saying keep everyone. There are some people I've cut off completely, and that was the right call. When it's past a certain point, when the cost is too high, you walk, period. But you have to calibrate that. And honestly, that calibration takes time. Some of you might need to cut everyone off before you can figure out where that line is. And that's fine. That's part of the process too. The question I ask myself is there a world where this person and I can actually have a healthy relationship? Maybe yes, maybe no. I genuinely don't know with some of these people. But the attempt, the try, that's where the growth lives. Hold the standard, see if they meet it. If they don't, you move on. But now you've moved on as someone who actually tried, and that's a different person than someone who just ran. This is the loop. Let them back in on your terms this time. Hold the standard out loud, clearly. Watch what they do with it, and then respond accordingly. Most people skip step one because it's uncomfortable. But step one is where the reps are. There's no quantum leap in personal growth. There's no cheat code, no shortcut. It's baby steps, it's repetitions. It's going back to the hard conversations with someone who already knows how to trigger you and handling it differently this time. That's the fucking workout. And that shit can fucking suck sometimes. Right? I got another girl. Not going to say her name either. She would just go dark on communication. Long stretches, no word. I finally called it out, said what I needed. She might come back, she might not. But here's the thing, it doesn't matter. What matters is that I said it. You see what I'm saying? Not the outcome, but the input. I held the line this time. And whether she's in my life or not, I'm a different version of myself for having done it. That's the point. So don't cut people, you know, off to protect yourself from pain, right? Like, cut them off if you need to after you've done the work, after you've put in the input for your own and personal evolution. Because avoiding people is also avoiding yourself. And that's a bar if you get what I'm saying. Because if people aren't people and they're lessons and teachers, then avoiding lessons and teachers is avoiding your evolution. So avoiding people is also avoiding yourself. Bars. Absolute evolutionary bars.